Hey guys, it's Inky. Even though I'm not going to keep the hood down because it is hot, because we've had a record-breaking heat wave and I think it's cooled down a bit, but the house hasn't. That also explains the fan. So I wanted to do a bit of a birthday / appreciation post today, because it's someone's birthday, or at least at the time that I'm filming this in America it is. Out here it was yesterday. And I wanted to post it yesterday, but I failed miserably. I did face paint that looked like this. So I decided to go with a bit more of a simpler look. I've just done foundation and I've done these coolie things. I don't know, I might wear them like this. And also, hopefully you can see my kind of like eyes pointing that way. I don't know. It is the birthday of HYTHE today. Otherwise known as Kettle Siren, Mango Siren, Siren, HYTHE, Nina, and Cutie. Okay, that one was fake, that one was fake. Miss Nina, Mango Siren, Sassafras. The reason that I put Sassafras in there is because I actually know I do know your last name, but I don't want to make it weird. As for how I found out your last name, I've been following you everywhere. Even though Pinterest is the only one that actually has your last name. So much for not making it creepy. And also I'd like to put like Sassafras or something like that, because every time that I haven't, before I actually knew her last name, I constantly was like, I wonder what her last name could be, and I'd always come to say it. And you might know where that comes from. I don't know. Crazy's ballerina, and she doesn't necessarily seem to be on the good side. I don't watch it because I'm too manly for that, says the guy who spent a quarter of an hour doing his eyes. Nina. I kind of got into her through Young Justice, so I kind of have to start there. And the reason I got into Young Justice is because I absolutely love Beast Boy. Not only is he a shapeshifter, but he's also a trickster, and he's actually got a good backstory. Basically, when I had BB, I had this essentially really high level of appreciation that I reserved for a few characters, which are essentially like, I want to hang out with you, and or I want to be you. Plus, I really don't understand some of the fandom when they're just like, I love them, I want to be with them, and then just making really awkward sex jokes. Seriously, prostitutes, why are you feeding your computer screens ice cream? I mean, seriously, think about it logically. Jack Frost is an ice guy. Therefore, I imagine he'd be much more of a snow cones guy. So feed snow cones. Just get with the program. I want to be you, I want to be you. And I was like, how could I? I can't jump in a vat of something, or wait, no. I can't find a deadly rare disease and then have to be injected with green monkey somethings. And of course, the alternative that most people find is getting into cosplay. Like, I saw it on a blog, and I was like, wow, I have so much admiration. But I didn't get into it, and the main reason is because, as you can imagine, they didn't have like really simple cosplays as one that are featured on blogs. They were really complicated ones, like ones that I could never imagine doing. Like, even now I find it very hard to believe that I could get to that standard. And the thing is, I also didn't have any creative drive or ability. Like, I'm fairly limited in my creative ability now, but I definitely have a bit more of a... I started it and I watched up to Homefront and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I was just like, I wonder what other people's opinions of it. And I went on YouTube and I searched Homefront reviews. And who would come up but Mango Thyrene. I watched her review, really liked it, looked at her other views, also liked them. And I decided to go to her page and see what other stuff she did, and then probably subscribe to her, which I ended up doing. When I went to her page, her featured video was Miss M Makeup, and I was just amazed. The reason is, as I said, I'd heard about cosplay and I was terrified because it looked way too difficult. And then I saw this thing, which was Miss M doing like all the skin, green skin and everything. And given that they have pretty much the exact same skin color, I was like, wow, I could legitimately do this. Of course, I still have to worry about sewing and everything, and I don't own packs or anything. So I went, I saw it and I was like, wow, I could legitimately do this. And that is pretty much how I first got into cosplay. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to start doing cosplay. My first cosplay, even though I didn't end up doing it, was I was going to dress up as like a little skull. This one is Tux, this one is Sai-chan, and this one is Twixt. I didn't actually end up going because I was going to Oz Comic Con, and it was the first year running, and I knew I was somewhat apprehensive that it was going to screw up, but man, was it bad. Basically, they thought, okay, we're going to have 5,000 people coming over the 2-day weekend, and 4,500 came just on the first day, and the vast majority of those people were locked out because they couldn't let any more people in. So I ended up not going to that. However, I went to the next convention, which was anime. So not only did I get to cosplay that, but I got myself back into anime. I started with Death Note. I did Light Yagami cosplay, which is kind of crappy, but I'm hoping to make better ones. And it was just fun as hell. I DDR'd, I played some video games, some more anime. Yay, I love you. And I ended up making like half a dozen friends just from going to that anime thing. And even though we don't see each other at school, we still talk a lot, and it's just amazing. And I guess I really like it because cosplay kind of gives me a bit of purpose. Like, it gives me something to do instead of just like sitting in my room just watching YouTube all the time. I feel like I'm doing something productive, feeling like I'm making the most out of my time. So, for getting me into cosplays, for getting me into cons, for helping me make some new friends, giving me an opportunity to take my friends to Supernova, that kind of stuff, just thank you so much, Mango Shaggy. You were definitely the catalyst of me getting into cosplay. Get it? 'Cause catalysts are real. Anyway, I'm going to go edit this and wash all this off. Anyway, thank you so much. Maybe I'll be posting a Young Justice tribute to you. And I hope you, Cyrene, and you, Jerry, is that your name, Jerry? Geraldine? Garfield Logan, best boy! I hope, whoever you are, if you are watching this, that you will stay Astrus. Last episode review, gonna be coming out probably on Sunday. Subscribe and like. I'm really so heterosexual right now.